you had spoken from the heart, rejecting my attentions from the start, I have no grievance. Or at any rate, I could complain of nothing but my fate. But so falsely to encourage me, that was a treason and a treachery for which you cannot be punished too severely, and you shall pay for that behavior dearly. Yes, now I have no pity, not a shred. My temper's out of hand, I've lost my head. Shocked by the knowledge of your double dealings, my reason can't restrain my savage feelings. A righteous wrath deprives me of my senses, and I won't answer for the consequences.
What does this outburst mean? Will you please explain? Have you, by chance, gone quite insane?
Yes, I went insane the day I fell a victim to your black and fatal spell, thinking to meet with some sincerity among the treacherous charms that beckoned me.
Oh, pooh! Of what treachery can you complain?
Oh, how sly you are! How cleverly you feign! But you'll not victimize me anymore. Look, here's a document you've seen before. This evidence which I acquired today leaves you, I think, without a thing to say.
Is this what sent you into such a fit?
You should be blushing at the sight of it.
Ought I to blush? I truly don't see why.
Oh, now you're being bold as well as sly. Since there's no signature, perhaps you'll claim...
I wrote it, whether or not it bears my name.
And you can view with equanimity this proof of your disloyalty to me?
Don't be so outrageous and extreme.
You take this matter lightly, it would seem. Was it no wrong to me, no shame to you, that you should send Orant this billet doux?
Orant? Who said it was for him?
Why, those who sent me this example of your prose. But what's the difference? If you wrote the letter to someone else, it pleases me no better. My grievance and your guilt remain the same.
But need you rage? And need I blush for shame if this was written for a woman, friend?
Most ingenious. I'm impressed no end. And after that incredible evasion, your guilt is clear, I need no more persuasion. How dare you try so clumsy a deception? Do you think I'm wholly wanting in perception? Come, let's see how brazenly you'll try to bolster up so palpable a lie. Kindly construe this ardent closing section as nothing more than sisterly affection. Here, let me read it. Tell me, if you dare to, that this was for a woman.
I don't care to. What right have you to badger and berate me and so high-handedly interrogate me?
Now, don't be angry. All I ask of you is that you justify a phrase or two.
No, I shall not. I utterly refuse. And you may take those phrases as you choose.
Tell me how this letter could be meant for a woman's eyes, and I shall be content.
No! No, it's for Orant. You're perfectly right. I welcome his attentions with delight. I prize his character and his intellect, and everything is just as you suspect. Come, do your worst now. Give your rage free rein. But kindly cease to bicker and complain.
Good God. Could anything be more inhuman? Was ever a heart so mangled by a woman? When I complain of how she has betrayed me, she bridles and commences to upbraid me. She tries my tortured patience to the limit. She won't deny her guilt, she glories in it. And yet my heart so faint and cowardly. To break these chains of passion and be free. To scorn her as it should and rise above this unrewarded black and bitter love. Traitors. In how confident a fashion you take advantage of my helpless passion and use my weakness for your faithless charms to make me once again throw down my arms. But do at least deny this black transgression. Take back that mocking and perverse confession. Defend this letter and your innocence, and I, poor fool, will aid in your defense. Pretend that you are just and true, and I will make myself believe in you.
Oh, stop it. Don't be such a jealous dunce, or I shall leave off loving you at once. Just why should I pretend? What could impel me to stoop so low as that? And kindly tell me why, if I loved another, I should merely inform you of it, simply and sincerely. I've told you where you stand, and that admission should altogether clear me of suspicion. After so generous a guarantee, what right have you to harbor doubts of me? Since women are, from natural reticence, reluctant to declare their sentiments, and since the honor of our sex requires that we conceal our amorous desires, ought any man for whom such laws are broken to question what the oracle has spoken? Should he not rather feel an obligation to trust that most obliging declaration? Enough. Your suspicions quite disgust me. Why should I love a man who doesn't trust me? I cannot understand why I continue, fool that I am, to take interest in you. I ought to choose a man less prone to doubt, and give you something to be vexed about.
What a poor enchanted fool I am. These gentle words, no doubt, were all a sham. But destiny requires me to entrust my happiness to you, and so I must. I love you to the bitter end, and see just how false and treacherous you dare to be.
No, you don't really love me as you ought.
I love you more than can be said or thought. Indeed, I wish you were in such distress that I could show my deep devotedness. Yes, I could wish that you were wretchedly poor, unloved, uncherished, utterly obscure. That fate had set you down upon the earth without possessions, rank, or gentle birth, and that by the offer of my love I might repair the great injustice of your plight. I'd raise you from the dust and proudly prove the purity and vastness of my love.
Oh, this is a strange benevolence indeed. God grant that I may never be in need. Ah, here's Monsieur Dubois in quaint disguise.
Well, why this costume? Why those frightened eyes? What ails you?
Well, sir, things are most mysterious.
What do you mean?
I feel they're very serious.
What?
Should I speak more loudly, sir?
Yes, speak out.
Isn't there someone here, sir?
Speak, you lump! Stop wasting time!
Sir, we must slip away.
How's that?
We must decamp without delay.
Explain yourself.
I tell you, sir, we must fly.
What for?
And we mustn't pause to say goodbye even.
Now, what do you mean by all of this, you clown?
I mean, sir, we've got to leave this town.
I'll tell you limb from limb and joint from joint if you don't come more quickly to the point.
Well, sir, today a man in a black suit wearing a black and ugly scowl to boot left us a document scrawled in such a hand as even Satan couldn't understand. It bears upon your lawsuit, sir. I don't doubt it, but it would take all the hell's devils to make it out.
Well, what then? I fail to see how this event obliges us to flee.
Well, sir, an hour later, hardly more, a gentleman who's often called before came looking for you in an anxious way. Not finding you, asked me to convey the following message. What was his name?
Forget his name, you idiot. What did he say?
That was a friend of yours, sir, anyway, and he warned you to be gone. He suggested if you stay, you may well be arrested.
What? Nothing more specific? Think, man, think!
No, sir. Except he had me bring him pen and ink, and he scrawled you off a letter, which I'm sure will render things distinctly less obscure.
Well, let's have it.
What is this all about?
God knows, but I have hopes of finding out. Well, how long am I to wait, you blitherer?
I must have left it on your table, sir.
I ought you.
No, sir. Keep your self-control. We'll find out what's behind his rigmarole.
Madam, it seems that fate, no matter what I do, has sworn that I shall not converse with you, but pray, permit your faithful lover to try once more before this day is over.